Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm bringing you up Mono White Soldier deck tech. This deck is averaging about $32 for the budget, of course. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So starting out with 4 Champions of the Parish. It's a 1-drop for a 1/1, and it gets counters for every other soldier or human that enters the battlefield. So yeah, this guy gets big quick, early game is what you want. And yeah, just turn 1, want to play one of these, and then get all your soldiers out. Next up, running 3 Boros Elites. If you can read that, it's a 1 cast for a 1/1, and when it attacks with at least 2 other creatures, it gets a +2/+2. So basically, you're going to be attacking with your soldiers every turn, and this guy's going to be a 3/3 for 1 mana, which is really good. So yeah, only running 3 because they can be easily replaced with better cards. Next up is Loyal Sentry. It's also a 1 cast for a 1/1, and if you can read that, it when it blocks a creature, destroy that creature and Loyal Sentry. So this is really good because it gets rid of any big creatures that are in your way, that are attacking, of course. But the bad side is it does kill this creature. But it is a 1/1, so if you think about it, anything that it blocks will die. So yeah. Next up, Brave the Elements. It's a 1 cast for an instant. Choose a color. White creatures you control gain protection from the chosen color until the end of turn, which is really good because you can give your creatures a protection from one color and you can just attack with them all. Or let's say one of your creatures is being like Doombladed or instant spell, you can protect him with this spell, and it's only 1 for an instant, which is really good for your deck, and it protects all of your creatures. So yeah. Next up is Precinct Captain. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's a 2-drop for a 2/2 with first strike, and when it deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 white soldier token on the battlefield, which is really good because it gets rid of any death touch creatures that it attacks, and they block with the death touch, or if they just take the damage, you get a 1/1, which is really good. So yeah. Next up, only running 1 of these because I'm just experimenting with it. It's a 3-drop for a 2/2. Creatures you control have first strike, and creatures your opponents control lose first strike, and they can't have or gain first strike, which is really good because giving all your creatures first strike is really powerful, and not being able to have your opponents to have first strike is also really good. So yeah, only running 1 of these though. Might get more, might throw it out, to be honest, but I don't know. Next up is 4 Always Watching. Now this is all how your creatures are going to get pretty big with Vigilance. It says that non-token creatures you control get a +1/+1 and have Vigilance for 3 mana, which is really good because if you play all 4, it gets +4/+4, and that's just really good. But even 1 is going to help because it gives them Vigilance. So yeah, really good. Next up, I have Crusader of Odric, and its power and toughness is equal to the number of creatures that you control. 3 mana for this is pretty good because you're going to have a lot of creatures out, or should. And this creature should have Vigilance, usually. So yeah, it can get pretty big, especially if you're pumping out creatures every turn. So yeah, only running 2 though. Next up is Premium Captain, I believe. It's a 3-drop for a 2/2 with first strike. When it attacks, you may put a soldier card from your hand onto the battlefield. The only bad thing about this card is the creature that you put down has to attack with it. So odds are you're going to lose the creature you're attacking with. But if the ability you're putting down is good, it can help you a lot. There's some other cards that I'm going to go through that can really help. So I'm going to set this one to the side. Next up is Daru Warchief, and it says that soldier spells cost 1 less to cast, and soldiers you control get a +1/+2. So it's a 4-drop for a 1/1, but it's really just a 2/3 if you think about it, because it gets counters too. So yeah, that's really good, and being able to have soldier spells cost 1 less is also really good. So yeah, running 2 of these. Next up is Paragon of New Dawns. It's a 3-drop for a 2/2. It says white creatures you control get a 1/1, and then you can pay 1 white and tap this creature, and another creature gets Vigilance, which this card is easily replaceable with a better card, but it does give your white creature a 1/1. So yeah, that's really good. Next up is Odric Master Tactician. It's first strike with a 3/4, and when you attack with it and 3 other creatures, you choose how creatures block this turn. So that's what I was saying with, if you played this and attacked with it, and then you played this with 1 other creature, you can, or 2 other creatures, you could really just choose how they block, and they wouldn't be expecting it. Really good combo, get some really good damage in too. Next up is 4 Captain of the Watches. Why did I only pick up 2? There's 4 here. Here you go. It's a 6 drop for a 3/3, which you guys are thinking that's really bad, but if you read the card, its ability is insane. The card itself has vigilance, and it gives other soldiers, creatures you control get +1/+1 and have vigilance. And when it enters the battlefield, put 3 1/1 white soldier creature tokens on the battlefield, which basically you're getting a 3 drop for with 3 other 2/2 soldiers with vigilance, which is really good. And you could play this with Premium Captain 2, get the 3 soldiers, and technically you don't have to attack with the 3 2/2s. But this is most likely to die, which isn't too good. But you get tokens, which is good. Next up is getting Phalanx. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a 7 drop, which is a lot, but you also get 4 2/2 white knight creatures with vigilance on the battlefield. And Spell Mastery, if there are 2 or more instant or sorcery cards in your graveyard, creatures you control get indestructible until end turn. Now, what you want is you want to play this on an opponent's turn as like a combat trick, and then you want the Spell Mastery so you block all their creatures and your creatures don't die. That's really good. Then you get your mana back. So that's really why it's in here. But yeah, good card. Last card in the set is Mass Calcify. This is what you really want to do. You want to get all your creatures beefed up, and you want to play this by destroying all their creatures, which means that you can just go full out and attack with everything. Just basically end the game, hopefully. And last up, we're running 21 lands here. All planes, of course, nothing special. We're trying to keep this budget as low and cheap as possible. But yeah, that's about it, really. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe. Thank you.